The first thing we're going to do here is we're going to build the chassis, and it has the two sides and the two cross pieces. We're going to start with these two cross pieces and add the wooden braces to make them more rigid. In your little packet you'll find you've got a bunch of glue sticks. You're always going to keep them handy because you always want to make sure you can keep gluing and don't have to stop and let the glue cool down. We're going to use some of these skewers. There's a couple of pointy ones that you use later. There's 4 6-inch ones and 2 7.5-inch ones. So right now we only need 2 of the short ones. In order to put these across easily and get the glue in the right place, we're just going to use a pencil to scribe a line down the middle, and it has to be rough. And we're going to use this as a gluing guide. So you want to make sure your hot glue gun is nice and up to temperature, and just squirt a thick bead of glue down the line. Once again, making sure that you have plenty of glue available. Pop that stick on there, try not to get it stuck to your fingers. If you find that the sticks are a little bit long, you may want to just trim them off once you're finished to make sure they're no longer than the plastic piece. You can do the same on the second piece. Struggle with the glue gun just a little bit there. Nice bead of glue and stick them right down in the middle. Let them cool off and go nice and solid. So now we're going to add the cross pieces to the frame. You see there's one at the bottom here and one at the top. So this bottom frame is at the front of the robot, and the 2 motors go to the cross brace at the back. You notice that the stick is on the top of the upper piece and is on the bottom of the lower piece. That makes it easier to attach the motors. We're going to use these side pieces as right angle guides, so to do that we're just going to trim these corners off. It helps it on the bottom as well when it's sailing along the bottom of whatever you're swimming in. Alright, now you notice there's 2 sets of lines on each side piece, and when we attach it, the front piece is going to have the stick at the bottom like this. So I'm going to add lots of glue. Don't be skimpy because this is one of the structural elements. Squirt it on nice and thick. Now we want this to be at right angles, so what we're going to do is we're going to use one of the side pieces as a guide and put that little cut corner down the bottom so it doesn't get stuck to the glue. So once that glue is cooled and it's nice and rigid, we're going to add the other one, remembering that the piece of wood, the skewer, goes at the top. So once again we'll add lots of glue. Now notice that this does not fit at the end, but it actually comes in about 1/2 inch exactly where the line is. Lots of glue as usual. Hold it in place and then use the right angle guide with the cutout at the bottom to keep that square. Just keep holding that there until it cools down. So now that we've done that, we're going to glue these 2 pieces together, and you notice that there's a mirror image so that the cross braces will line up with the black lines. So make sure you do that and know where things are going to go before you start gluing. Once again, plenty of glue, and in this case we can add glue to the cross members and the frame. Notice I put some more glue in there because you want to make sure you always have plenty of glue available. So you can just touch them together, and then once they're touched together you can lay them on the side to make sure it's a good contact, and then line everything up. Hold it there until it's nice and cool, and then you're ready to go. Checking it every now and then to make sure it doesn't fall over or go squiffy. As a final thing, I always like to add a little bit of extra glue once things have cooled down. Wait until it's fully cooled before you add more, otherwise the whole thing will go soft and may fall apart. Do top and bottom. You have plenty of glue sticks, so you don't have to worry about running out. Don't forget to do both sides, top and bottom, and then you can just put it aside. And now it's done.